How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the vlog. Today we've got a guest appearance by Anthony John Amyx.
Hello, guys.
You'll be seeing AJ in a upcoming episode of the Jason Croft Show, and that we just recorded. I'm ecstatic to share it for you. Big, giant, meaty, amazing amount of tactics and some things that I think will help you really break through. What I wanted to do today for the vlog is a little taste of what AJ is all about and how he's certainly helped me and how he helps his other clients. And like I said, when I first started this vlog, I'm in the beginnings of this agency, whatever this video marketing, Croft Media agency is going to be, and figuring it out. And certainly just in life, figuring things out all along the way. And, AJ and I have gone really through a lot of what he teaches and he helps people with. He's helped me go through these things. And one of the things he touches on a lot in the show is I am that I am.
Yep.
Really.
Law of being.
At that core, that law of being. And describe a little bit of a brief, we'll go into that way more on the show, on the episode, but describe that a little bit here for folks to give them some context.
So here's the best way I can give this. As a man is, so does he see. As a man is, so does he see. Let's break this down. So if you are poor, right? As a man is, so a man is poor, then he will see more opportunities to be poor. If a man is prosperous, a man will see more opportunities to be prosperous. If a man is cowardly, let me use that word because it may trigger you a little bit, then a man will see, and this goes not just for men, but I'm just using this in the sake of the way that it's written, you will see more opportunities to be cowardly, meaning, why does somebody always, or if I say this, why does somebody always think I'm cowardly? Or, man, I'm afraid to have that conversation with my wife. Or, oh, man, if I told my dad or my mom or my grandparent or whoever I respect that, or my partner or colleague or coworker, oh, man, that's going to be scary, right?
Right.
Same thing. As a man is, so does he see, right? So to me, that's it. So we have to then get radically honest with who are you being and how are you seeing the world right now?
Right.
That's the starting point. No bullshit, no filters, no explanations, pure, this is what's going on for me. This is what's happening. Okay, cool.
Taking ownership of that.
Taking ownership of that.
I'm the reason this is happening.
Yeah. Exactly.
And why.
Exactly.
And I think it's a breakthrough moment when you can embrace that line of thinking. And so, I know for me, it was a great insight to say you can't go from the mindset of I will be
correct
this. I will have a successful business. I will have a great relationship. You have to come from the place. And again, it's a step above, I know a lot of people have heard, the law of attraction and, just say your goals in the present tense and everything's fine. But it's so much deeper than that. And I think those things sort of scrape the surface a little bit. And so people hear this and they immediately go, oh, it's just that stuff. But it goes so much deeper when you truly see yourself as that successful business owner and operate from that place mentally, emotionally. And that's really what you've
True. And to take it a step further, it's not how do you see yourself as that? How do you feel as that now? Because the moment you can feel, you can be that. You can't, because you can see it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is
step one.
Right now. Right? Yeah, knowing what you want, clarity, step one, but then being able to get and state and feel that would definitely be step two.
And how does that person react to things? How does that person walk in a room?
Yep.
How does that person take in their environment and interact with people in it?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. And that doesn't mean it happens immediately.
Oh, yeah.
That just means, okay, you have to get clear on what you want. Okay, how would that person feel? Okay, cool. What do I need to do today to start
being that? And
this is where, for people who are creatives, I think fight training is one of the best thing a creative could do. I really, truly believe it should probably be mandatory for every creative.
That's so counterintuitive. That's so funny.
One, because we're crazy. And we really are. We experience the highest of highs and we experience the lowest of lows. We really do. And we can experience those in a matter of minutes. I mean, we can, this is how we're built, And it's our brilliance.
Entrepreneurial, creative, and you've got extra crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if we don't know how to be calm in the craziness, it's going to be really hard for us to create results.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing that I've learned is fight training is going to help you learn how to be calm in the crazy. Because there is disciplining your mind in that. There is knowing tactical things to do, whether it's a jiu-jitsu scenario or a boxing scenario or a karate. It doesn't matter what you want to do. I'd say go try them all out and find which one feels good to you. But then taking that on as a discipline, because it's disciplining your mind. It's also going to increase your confidence and certainty. So then when life happens to you, you can feel how you need to feel.
At physiological level, you've got a new level of confidence.
Yeah. I mean, I would like any creative who's struggling to feel confident and certain, I would say, go start fight training of some sort. I don't care if it's karate, jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, judo, boxing. I don't care. Go try one, see which one resonates and feels like, man, that was fun. And then commit to it for 90 days, where you're doing it 2 or 3 times a week.
And I'm about to jump in under your guidance and that recommendation and do the exact same thing because I can see it. I've seen it in you. I've seen that shift and transition even in you with that. So I believe in it for sure. For me, where I've been, I've had this, the total aha moment, right, with Your Faith is Your Fortune, which is talking about what we've just been talking about so much. Great book. And I agree and can feel the truth in that 100%. But the step one of it all, which is decide who you want to be and step into, and then you have to do all these other things. I'm down for all the other things. I still feel a hang up in who do I want to be? What business do I want to create? What's that outcome every day? And it's such a strange place for me to be in because for most of my life, from high school on, it was a filmmaker and doing that, and all, and that went away from desire. Desire just left. And it seems like since then there's been that gap of, you used to always have an answer when someone's like, if you had $300 million, what would you do tomorrow? It's like, oh, just make movies. I do this. And now I'm in that place. My son was asking me yesterday, what would you do? Well, and I listed a lot of things. I know things I would do with the family, things I would buy, all of that. But an interesting realization was that the only thing that I'm doing now that I would still be doing is probably this show, that's a sign, and that's great, but that's it. And so I'm trying to find that place of what do I want to create? What is that step in that process? Or is that just, you just got to go figure that shit out?
Well, I think maybe one strategy would be get clear on what you don't want. So across the areas of the big 5, faith, family, fitness, finance, and fun, figure out what do you not want in the areas of faith? What do you not want in the areas of family? What do you not want in the game of your body? What do you not want in fitness? In finance, and what do you not want in the game, fun? So if you get clear on what do you not want, maybe it would dump and, okay, I don't want these things, which would be a lot easier to figure that out than what you don't want.
Yeah.
Or than what you want. So and then you could look at, okay, well, these are things that I don't want. And then you get to ask yourself, am I experiencing any of these things right now? And if the answer is yes, I'm experiencing that in faith, or I'm experiencing that in fitness, or I'm experiencing this in business, or this in my relationship. Okay, cool. So I don't want to experience that. Well, what do I want then? Well, I want to whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then so maybe, just possibly, the game for creatives is nothing more than expansion. It's not some rainbow pot of gold at the end of the rainbow type thing. Once I get this, then I'm alive, I'm on purpose. Maybe it's as simple as getting clear on, okay, I don't want to experience life this way. So
Interesting, yeah.
I do want to experience life this other way. How could I expand to start moving into that on a daily basis? And then as you're expanding into that on a daily basis, you start receiving what is the overall thing.
Yeah, both in opportunities and clarity and everything. I've certainly noticed that as I take action towards things rather than let me sit down and figure this out.
Of course.
It certainly makes all the difference in the world.
Of course.
So it's hard to not have an end goal in mind, though.
It 100% is.
It's hard to not have that. What do I want at the end of all this to move forward? And I know I'm certainly in that place right now. But stepping out a little bit on faith, on the process, right? Of all right, I'm going to keep moving forward. I've done that with this show to where I'm certainly figuring out this format and this world and community, but I've been erring on the side of, if anything, on let's publish, let's hit and let's move forward. Let's move forward rather than let me not do this for a while and figure things out. And I think there's power.
And what are you finding from that process of just hit the publish when it's not perfect?
Every single time, I've been empowered.
Yeah.
Even if it's the next day, if it's the next, even as a couple little things that, and 100 things I want to do better and improve upon, but every single, and that's the sign of truth, and that's why.
Yeah, of course.
And I still have the days of just like, well, I don't know if I'm going to do every day, or I don't know if I'm going to keep on doing this, but I may end up quitting this still, but it's not today, And I at least hang on to that, just like, not today, and move forward. And it's certainly empowering, and that is something that carries on into other areas.
Yeah, and I think that's so crucial in creating a new habit, whether it's a habit in business, a habit in life, a relationship, etc. Rather than thinking of the end goal, what is this, a 50-day vlog, right? That's a long time. Just thinking, one more day.
Yeah.
One more day.
Yeah.
One more day. One more day. It's like the whole 12-step Alcoholics Anonymous thing. Just one more day sober. Just one more day sober. And if you just one more day, you look up and it's 20 years of being sober.
Yeah. And I mean, just like that is, there's a good big picture, right? Being sober for your life.
Of course.
I think that still needs to be a piece of that, because just doing something, if there was no, end goal to just throw up videos out there, that would be a different thing. So I think that's an important aspect.
For sure. I mean, you have to have the overarching umbrella. For in the case of this show, you're generating more subscribers, you're building an audience, right. So you have that overarching reason.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah, to get feedback and certainly help out into the world and talk video marketing, build amazing network of folks, and be able to shine a spotlight on folks like you and other folks who come on the show. And
I would say this episode is definitely roadside roadkill. Because I think we're killing some limiting beliefs for sure.
Nice. I like it. Thanks, brother.
Of course.